The Untold Story. Jamie Dornan's confession that shook Dakota's world. London, Los Angeles, November 2025. It's been nearly a decade since 50 Shades of Grey changed their lives forever, but Jamie Dornan and Dakota Johnson still can't shake the intense attraction between them, both on screen and off. What started as a career relationship has blossomed into one of Hollywood's most complex friendships, filled with laughter, tension, admiration, and sometimes undeniable chemistry. Now, in a new, unedited interview, Jamie Dornan opens up more than ever, revealing Dakota's most annoying habits, the truth behind their rumored, off-screen relationship, and, surprisingly, the prospect of a dream wedding that has fans wondering who he's really talking about. A decade of whispers and interactions. When Jamie Dornan and Dakota Johnson first met in 2013, they were instantly attracted to each other. But it wasn't love at first sight, it was chaos at work. Dakota is impossible, Jamie laughs in a new Vanity Fair article. She's beautiful, talented, but she drives you crazy. She has habits that can drive a man crazy. He pauses, then adds, but maybe that's what makes her unforgettable. The interviewer sees a glint in his eye, the same glint fans have seen countless times in press conferences, red carpet moments, and behind-the-scenes footage of 50 Shades Freed. So, what are these so-called unbearable habits? Jamie smiles knowingly. She bites her nails before every take. Every take, you're standing there, about to shoot an intimate moment, and she just bites. I can't stand it, but I also find it strangely endearing. He chuckles, shaking his head. And she never texts back. Never. I'll send her something beautiful, like a picture of a sunrise, and 3 weeks later she'll say, haha, that's cute. That's Dakota. Behind closed doors, the relationship no one knows. For years, fans have speculated about what really happened between Jamie and Dakota behind the scenes. Rumors of secret feelings, unresolved tensions, and even midnight confessions have filled the tabloids. But Jamie insists their relationship has always been rooted in deep respect. We've been through some very intense things together. It's been an emotional roller coaster. People will never really understand what it's like to do what we did. Bare our souls in front of a camera for 3 years. It bonds two people, but it's also a little vulnerable. However, Jamie admits they have had their arguments. Dakota is very stubborn. She'll challenge you on everything, every line, every emotion, every camera angle. Sometimes I want to scream, but she's usually right. But their closeness also came with consequences. Jamie's wife, Amelia Warner, reportedly struggled at times with the public's obsession with the Christian Anna fantasy. Dakota also faced countless questions about whether her chemistry with Jamie was all just an act. Her annoying quirks made her more real. When asked to describe Dakota in 3 words, Jamie hesitated. Unpredictable, annoying, awesome. He laughed. She'll be late to every meeting but show up looking like she just stepped off a runway. She'll order salad and eat all your fries. And she'll listen to your deepest, darkest secrets, but never tell you about herself. He revealed that Dakota's apartment, when he visited during filming, was a storm in disguise. There were scripts everywhere, incense burning, records spinning, half-drunk cups of tea, and a strange old cat staring at me like I'd just stepped out of life. I thought, this is Dakota Johnson in a room, chaotic but somehow perfect. The room erupted in laughter as Jamie recounted the story, but his voice softened. She's the kind of person who both annoys and inspires you. I guess that's why we'll always have this connection, no matter where life takes us. Between rumor and reality. Dakota and Jamie have battled a lot of speculation over the years. Some fans still hope they're in a relationship. Others accuse them of emotional betrayal. Jamie sighs. People forget we're human. They watch the show and think it's real. They think we're going to go home together at the end. But life doesn't work like that. However, he admits that filming intimate scenes for years has taken its toll. You can't pretend to be vulnerable like that. You share something real, and then you can't just walk away and not change. I'll always care about her. Probably more than I should. When asked if Amelia Warner ever felt threatened, Jamie responded cautiously. Amelia is the strongest person I know. She knows her job, but she's human. There were nights when she said, I don't know if I can keep seeing your face and her face everywhere. It was heartbreaking, but we got through it together. A dream wedding confession. Then came the most surprising part of the interview. When asked what his dream wedding would be like, Jamie laughed, then became serious. It's simple, he said. Nothing big or flashy, just somewhere quiet, by the beach. Barefoot, music playing, maybe Norah Jones. No paparazzi, no fake smiles. Just two people who really know each other. The interviewer asked, half jokingly, is Dakota Johnson invited? Jamie smiled mysteriously. She's definitely going to ruin the ceremony, he said. And I am not going to stop her. Fans immediately flooded social media with theories. Was he hinting at a remarriage to Amelia Warner? Or something more symbolic, a yearning for another love that never had a chance? The line between fiction and reality. After the interview aired, social media exploded. Clips of Jamie laughing at Dakota's annoying habits went viral on TikTok, with fans dissecting every smile, every silence, every word. He still loves her, you can hear it, one fan commented. That wedding innuendo wasn't about Amelia. It was about Dakota, another argued. Within hours, the hashtag Jamie and Dakota Forever was trending worldwide. Meanwhile, Dakota Johnson, true to her style, didn't post. Instead, she was photographed walking around Soho in her signature sunglasses, holding an iced latte and smiling for the camera. Hollywood's reaction. Close friends of the couple spoke anonymously to The Hollywood Reporter. Jamie and Dakota have a rare energy. It's love, friendship, art, it all comes together. They'll probably never admit what it is, but it changed them both. Even director Sam Taylor Johnson shared. What they had on set wasn't acting. It was a genuine connection. They trusted each other completely. That's why those films worked, not because of the plot, but because of them. When asked if she would ever work with Jamie again, Dakota told Vogue Italia. Immediately. He drives me crazy, but he's also the chaos I love most. Private life in the public world. Jamie has always kept his private life private, but when he thinks about fame, marriage, and the strange love story that the world can't let go of, his tone softens. I think I'm still learning how to balance it all. Being a husband, being a father, being an actor, and being the person people associate with fantasies. It's exhausting sometimes. He looks down at his hands. But looking back, I have no regrets. Dakota and I experienced something once in a lifetime. It was beautiful, chaotic, and real, even if it only existed between the action and the cut. The echoes never fade. Later in the interview, the host asked him if he ever rewatched 50 Shades of Grey. Jamie smiled slightly. Once, during lockdown, it felt so strange. I saw two young people trying to understand something bigger than themselves. And I thought, we're just kids pretending to be adults in love. But maybe part of it wasn't pretending. His words silenced the studio. As the cameras faded, Jamie put his wedding ring back on, thanked the crew, and walked out into the drizzling London rain. Reporters shouted his name, but he didn't stop. Somewhere, a Norah Jones song drifted out of a cafe window. Come away with me. The last word. 2 days later, Dakota Johnson finally broke her silence at a press conference in Paris. When asked about Jamie's interview, she chuckled. Annoying habit, huh? He forgot to mention that he hums Irish folk songs between takes, that's even worse. Then, after a moment of silence, she added. Jamie is one of the few people who truly understands me. We share something that is just ours. I will always be grateful for that. Her smile lingers, dreamy, knowing, unspoken. And so the legend of Jamie and Dakota continues, not as Christian and Anna, not as lovers or enemies, but as two souls forever bound together by a story that changed both of their lives.